Hello, my name is Kyle Lobb, and in the next 2 minutes I will be explaining to you the different anatomical regions of the human body. The first two anatomical regions of the human body that we'll be talking about today are the anterior or ventral and the posterior or dorsal. Anterior means front of the human body, and posterior means at the back of the human body. The next anatomical directions are the medial, which are closer to the middle of the body, an example being the abdominals, and lateral, which means further away from the medial, an example being the antebrachium or forearm. The next anatomical directions we'll be talking about are the cranial, which is the head. An example would be the celephic, which is an area of the head, and the caudal, which means towards the tailbone. An example of this is the pelvis. Proximal are body parts that are attached to a base. An example of this is the brachium, which is attached to the thorax or chest cavity, which acts as the base. Distal are body parts that are not attached to a base. An example of this is the manus, which is distal from the waist. Superior means higher in the body, while inferior means lower in the body. The cephalon, or area of the head, is superior to the pes, or the foot. The femur, or thigh bone, is inferior to the cervictus, the neck. Next we'll be talking about the planes, which are three of them. There is the sagittal, which separates the left from the right. There is the frontal, which separates the anterior from the posterior. And finally, we have the transverse, which separates the superior from the inferior. We have the superficial, which is at the surface, and we have deep, which is furthest away from the surface. The skin is the most superficial part of the human body, while the internal organs are the deepest. Finally, we'll be discussing the different movements of the human body. Linear and angular. Linear movements are vertical, and angular movements are both vertical and horizontal. Examples of linear joints in the human body are the knee. Examples of angular joints in the human body are the shoulders, wrists, waist,